Okay, it's time for a sandwich. I hear the skaters still rolling along here. Look at the tin. Look at those cars. Is it taxi? Yeah, taxi. The plaza. Is that the one down the street? Look at this cotton, hauling cotton bales. And picking cotton. So they have music here. You said they're going to start doing it on Friday nights? Blues. All right.
Let me tell you what you're looking at.
Okay.
These are
Okay, the main street is called Cherry Street, and that was the white neighborhood, the white business district. And then right back here, forget the name of the street, that was the black neighborhood. It had their businesses there. Oh, it's a gas station. Oh, look at this. Look at the way they did this. This is your drive. It might have been a dealership, but no, it's probably a gas station because the pumps will be right here. Not much left for this side. Trying to see a street sign. I don't see one. Well, where I got a sandwich, barbecue sandwich. The fellow that owns it his dad was a professional photographer. Uh-oh, somebody lost a shirt. And he owned a bunch of businesses on this street. And he was also a musician. He had his own band. And he graduated from the University of Arkansas in 1948. So his son Steve is also a very good photographer. And he has taken lots of contemporary pictures. And he has his dad's collection. It's sad to see it's all gone now. This was a vibrant neighborhood at one time. They have, look, Conway Twitty is from this town. His name was Harold Jenkins. And he was a rockabilly at the beginning. Look, they got Tweety Bird on the head of his guitar there. Helena, Arkansas. It's sad to see that. That's a Masonic temple here. This looks like a motel. Funeral home. Look at this sign here. Wow, look at those Hearst. Look at these stretch Hearst. And there's more derelict buildings here. Wow, you could just do a complete portfolio of derelict buildings. There's a laundromat. This is a farmer's market right here, or I'm guessing. I'm walking down the middle of this street. That shows you there's no traffic down here. That's amazing. Oops, here comes the traffic. Let me get out of the road. No, I can stay in the middle. There was some big business right here. Look at all this parking lot here. Probably several buildings here. Back to the square. Around the corner. That's where I'm parked at. So I'm headed for Mississippi. And what's the U.S. mail doing here? Indiana tags on that. Must be making getting ready for a haul or waiting for some other trucks to meet him here. I don't know. This looks like a sluice or a creek. Back to the hut. Well, it's an interesting place, that's for sure. Oh, one other thing I want to check out after looking at the jet is this rail car, which is part of the American Legion display. This is a French rail car, box car from World War I. And there was one in Kentucky at their state railroad museum. And I thought it kind of odd. But apparently, the veterans group, or somehow would get these. Let's see what the sign says. Merci car. Oh, okay. The boxcar and gifts it carried are a reminder of American support of France during 2 world wars and France's gratitude for that support. Such gestures between peoples deserves a lasting place in our memories. People to people. In 1947, the people of the United States sent 700 boxcars of food, medicine, fuel, and clothing to France, devastated by years of Nazi occupation. The friendship train was a grassroots effort. It received no government support. In 1949, the people of France expressed their thanks by sending a merci train, a gratitude train, to America. Shields representing the provinces of France decorated each of the 49 boxcars loaded with gifts. The Arkansas boxcar. Okay, they gave one to each state then, I guess. The Arkansas boxcar shipped the Merci train to New York. There, the boxcars, each one for each state and one to be shared by Hawaii and the District of Columbia, were loaded onto flat cars The flat cars carrying the Mercy car bound for Little Rock arrived in the early morning hours of February 13, 1949. People flocked to see the gifts displayed at the first Rock Island Freight Depot. The Mercy car toured the state before arriving at Shoemaker Naval Ordnance Depot in Camden. In January 1961, the boxcar was moved to Helena, home of the Department Commander of the American Legion in Arkansas. 40 and 8s. The Mercy boxcars were antiques built between 1875 and 1882. During World War I and World War II, armies used the wooden boxcars to transport men and horses to and from the battlefront. The men called them 48s, in French hommes 48, because each car held 40 men or 8 horses. Many American and French veterans remember spending days in these boxcars, which had no seats, windows, or toilets. Soldiers had barely enough space to sit down or lie down and sleep. 40 and 8. Well, that answers that question. And see the provinces. That is something else. Okay, it's time for me to cross the Mississippi. I like that jet. And I like this little log hut. This must have been a grocery store. Got a big parking lot. And the library is just up the road, up the street. Okay, here we go across the Mississippi River. I'm on Highway 49, headed east. This is one of the old iron and steel bridges. I think it's about time they replace this bridge. It's pretty narrow. You will notice how low the river is. There's sort of an ongoing drought and the river is way down. Okay, once you cross the Mississippi River, the first thing you see is a casino. They put them on the water for some reason, but I think Hurricane Katrina blew a bunch of them back on shore in Biloxi. Now, one thing you notice when you get into Mississippi is the flat delta topography. In Helena, you had the Crawley Ridge, so you had this kind of hilly, forested area. But here it's just big, wide open fields. Here we go, Sardis Lake, Mississippi. It's a dirt dam. So the camping area is down there below the dam. It's open year round. Sardis Dam, 1940. The last major hydraulic field dam built in the U.S. I don't know what they mean by hydraulic field. I think they mean that they pump the dirt, soil, whatever the dam is composed of. They pumped it in here with water pipes and did it that way. That's just a guess. I don't know for sure. And there's a marina.